Budapest, the city of history, the city of dreams, and this year, the city where one club will rise above Europe. After months of drama, heartbreak, comebacks, and unforgettable nights, it all comes down to this. Paris Saint-Germain versus Arsenal. Two clubs, two completely different journeys, one Champions League trophy. Will PSG create a dynasty and defend their European crown? Or will Arsenal finally complete their mission and conquer Europe for the very first time? Tonight will break everything down. The road to the final, the key players, the tactical battles, the managers, the pressure, and finally, the big prediction. This is who will win it in Budapest. Paris Saint-Germain entered this competition with one mission: prove last season wasn't luck. And from the very beginning, they looked terrifying. They survived the group stage with aggressive attacking football. Then came into the knockout rounds. Round of 16, Chelsea tried to frustrate PSG with a compact defending and counterattacks, but PSG's quality eventually showed their movement between the lines and their pace in transition too much. Quarterfinals, Liverpool. Now this was war. Liverpool's intensity pushed PSG to the limit. Anfield was electric. The pressure was unreal, but PSG stayed calm. Their midfield controlled key moments. Their front line pushed mistakes. Semi-final, Bayern Munich against Bayern. PSG faced experience, mentality, and elite attacking power. But Paris showed maturity, not panic, not chaos, control. And that is what makes this PSG side different from other versions. They no longer rely on individual magic alone. Now they look like a complete team. This is Arsenal's journey on the other side. Then there is Arsenal, a club with massive history but unfinished business in Europe. For years, fans waited for this moment. Round of 16, Sporting CP. Sporting pushed Arsenal technically and physically, but Arsenal's pressing system and midfield structure eventually overwhelmed them. Quarterfinals, Bayer Leverkusen. Leverkusen were one of Europe's most courageous teams, fast, fueled, fearless. But Arsenal showed discipline. They controlled space brilliantly and punished tensions. Semi-finals, Atletico Madrid. And then came Diego Simeone's Athletic, a tactical chess match, emotion, drama, suffering. But Arsenal survived. And when the final whistle blew, Arsenal fans knew something special was happening. So, why are many people backing PSG? Experience. PSG have been here before. They know the pressure. They know the media attention. They know how emotionally exhausting Champions League finals can be. Attacking firepower. Few teams in world football attack space like PSG. The speed, the dribbling, the unpredictability. One mistake and they punish you instantly. Key players, Ousmane Dembele. When Dembele is fit and confident, he is almost impossible to defend. He can go left, he can go right, he can create chaos in seconds. Key players, Kvaratskhelia brings flair and unpredictability. Defenders hate players who attack fearlessly, and that is exactly what he does. Midfield control. Older PSG teams sometimes lost emotion control in big matches. This team feels calmer. They keep possessions better, they defend transitions better, and tactically they are far more balanced. And big games mentality. The biggest difference, PSG no longer look nervous in Europe. Against Liverpool and Bayern, they suffered, but they didn't collapse. That is champions mentality. But Arsenal fans believe this is finally their year. 1. Team chemistry. Arsenal may not have the biggest superstars, but their chemistry is elite. The movement, the pressing, and the understanding between players, everything feels connected. Mikel Arteta has transformed Arsenal completely. They are tactically intelligent, emotionally stronger, and far more mature in big games. Young angry stars like Bukayo Saka represent modern Arsenal. Fearless, creative, calm under pressure. Declan Rice gives Arsenal balance. He protects the defense, controls transitions, and leads emotionally. Odegaard controls rhythm beautifully. If Arsenal dominate possession, he will be central. Motivation. PSG already won the Champions League recently. Arsenal, they are chasing history. Sometimes anger becomes the most dangerous weapon in football. PSG style. PSG wants quick transitions. They stretch defenses wide, isolate defenders 1v1, and attack aggressively. Arsenal prefer control build-up. They want positional dominance and intelligence pressing. Key battles: Saka versus PSG left side. If Saka gets space, Arsenal become dangerous immediately. Midfield battle: Rice versus PSG's midfield could decide the entire final. Defensive transition: the team that loses defensive shape first may lose the trophy. The pressure factor: Champions League finals are strange. Sometimes tactics disappear, nerves take over, one mistake changes everything. Atmosphere in Budapest: Puskas area will be absolutely electric. Neutral fans, fireworks, tensions, history. Refereeing decision: one penalty, one red card, one VAR moment. That is all it takes. Bench impact: finals are often decided by substitutes. Fresh legs, extra pace, late drama. Mental strength: the team that handles pressure better will probably win. So who wins in this Budapest? Arsenal have momentum, belief, energy, structure. But PSG have experience and sometimes even more dangerous confidence. I think Arsenal will compete brilliantly. I think Saka will rise, will shine. I think Arteta will prepare an incredible game plan. But ultimately, PSG attacking quality becomes difference. In the final score prediction, PSG 2, Arsenal 1 after extra time. Another legendary Champions League final. Another unforgettable night in Europe. But football doesn't follow scripts. That is why we love it. Maybe Arsenal finally complete the dream. Maybe PSG begin European dynasty. Now I want your prediction. Who lifts the Champions League trophy in Budapest? PSG or Arsenal? Comment below, and if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you after the final. This is Trinity News Network.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.